there, it's Simple English YouTube channel with you today. So today we will learn about the line graph introductions, and I haven't been posting any new videos because some of my students had exams in these days and I had to help them so that I didn't have enough time. Starting from today, we'll continue uploading videos every week, every day, and every week for each particular topic. So here we go. Let's start with line graph introduction. So the things that you have to write in line graph introduction is, the main thing is that you have to paraphrase the given information. I mean the information given right on the task, right above the task, and the topic which is written just above it. Okay, and make sure that you mention period in question. So what kind of period is here, and location if you have it. So if you have some kind of city, make sure you mention location. And usually it's okay to mention, it's better to mention units of measurement. So in what these things are measured. For example, here it is in percentages, right? Okay, so let's start with our sample 1 introduction, and I have 3 structures for writing an introduction. So we will analyze them and we will learn how to do it. Okay, so first structure, here we go. We can say line graph and any reportive verb such as shows, gives, reveals, provides, and etc. Data or information about the proportion of music sales of 3 various sources in a period of 7 years starting from 2011. So basically here you can choose any of these verbs or any other verb which is similar, which has similar meaning to this one. Okay, so basically the idea behind this is to say that line graph shows like a number of something or amount of something, and amount of, to be exact, like this thing, right? Okay, the second method is kind of giving a question in a sentence. So the line graph reveals data. Again, instead of reveals, you can use every verb from here, any verb from here, data about what percentage of music was sold using a particular way of merchandising. So merchandising means selling. I didn't want to use selling because I used the word sold here, so that's why, in order to not to repeat the same word again, I used merchandising in a period of 7 years starting from 2011. So this is the second way. Basically, the idea behind the second way is to ask something. So line graph shows, for example, how many people did something. Line graph shows what percentage of people did something and stuff like that. Okay, way number 3. Personally, I prefer writing by this way, and I think this is more complicated and much better. Okay, the provided line graph compares, so the important thing is this one, 3 various ways of selling music, right? In terms of the percentage of people who purchased music using one of the methods in a 7-year period, starting from 2011. So here you are going to tell that line graph is comparing, right? Why I'm thinking this structure is better, because like multiple line graphs, they are always comparing. They are not showing information just like here or here. They are always comparing things. So that's why you can say line graph compares. Either you can say just the categories, like 3 various ways of selling music, or names. For example, line graph compares streams, downloads, and CD purchases. In terms of, so after in terms of, you have to write what is here, what is in this column, right? In terms of percentage of people who purchased music using one of the methods in a 7-year period. And here, by the way, why we are using article with 7 year, because 7 year is here a numerical adjective. So it states for example, not noun. It's not noun just like here, it is adjective. So therefore, we are using a 7-year period. Okay, here we go, sample number 2. So here the sample says parcels delivered by Federal Express and TNT Mail Services. So if someone doesn't know what parcel is something like mail, mail. When you send stuff, when you send items using mail, so this is a parcel. Okay, again, the first structure, a line graph provides, again, instead of word provides, you can use any other words. Data about the total number of parcels sent by 2 major companies in a period of 80 years starting from 1920. Okay, again, same structure, we are writing total number of something, right? And second structure, line graph reveals information, again, you can use anything here, about how many parcels were sent by 2 various mail companies in a period of 80 years starting from 1920. Again, here you're asking kind of question, like how many something was done? And of course, third method, it's my favorite one. The provided line graph compares 2 various mail corporations. Again, 2 various mail corporations. So male corporations are those, right? Instead, again, you can write FedEx and TNT. So for example, line graph compares FedEx and TNT in terms of the quantity of parcels which were delivered by them in an 18-year period starting from 1920. So why again article? It is because this is adjective, and article relates to this word right here, to period. And why n? Because it's starting from 8, right? It is 80-year period, sorry. And sample number 3, the last sample for today. So again, the first structure, line graph, provides data about total number of people arrested for consuming illegal drugs in a 14 years period. In a period of 14 years starting from 1991. So this is like number of arrests per year using an illegal drug. And the second structure, the line graph reveals information about, again, how many, kind of asking question. Line graph is showing how many something happened, right? And of course you have to use passive in this structure. Line graph reveals information about how many people were arrested. You see, you have to use passage for usage of illegal drugs in a period of 14 years starting from 1991. So in this structure, surprisingly, you cannot use third structure just like it was here. You cannot use this structure. The reason is because the third structure is always comparing stuff. However, in this graph, we're not comparing anything. We are just like the graph just illustrates information, right? It doesn't compare anything with anything. So therefore, you cannot use the third structure.